Hi, I'm Jennifer Wells with New Hampshire Today on News Radio 610 and 96.7. I'm here with Ernie Shipman of Renaissance Firearms. Today we're talking about conceal and carry and some of the great options for both men and women.
Well, Jen, I brought 5 guns we'd shoot today. I think the best all-around concealed carry gun I've found in the past few years is made by Smith & Wesson. It's called the Shield, or M&P Shield, Military and Police Shield. It's an 8-shot or a 6-shot. It comes with 2 magazines. Has an external safety. I've just found this to be an outstanding gun. It's very shootable, meaning it's easy to shoot, easy to learn on, and it's very concealable. Great gun for men or women.
Okay.
Only thing is it's hard to get. Demand is so great right now, and the supply is not that good. I would say my next favorite personally for concealed is the Glock 19. It's a 15-shot 9mm. Still, it's a little on the larger size, but still very easy to conceal. With the proper holster and a proper covering garment, like if I had a jacket on, you would never know this is on right now. Right. Fantastic firearm for that. Another old favorite, but certainly not outdated, is the Smith & Wesson revolver series, the J-frame. They also have these made by Taurus or Ruger, or a couple other companies make them also. Similar size guns, 5 or 6-shot, dependable, super easy guns to learn how to use. Very, very good quality. Another gun we like a lot is the Car. They make these in either 9, 40, or 45, also 380 now. This happens to be a 9mm mid-sized gun. And then Taurus and Ruger and a couple other companies make a small 380. This one just happens to be white. They're usually black. But I wanted to take this one out and shoot it, see how it shoots, and we'll sell it as a used gun in the shop. Not the most appealing color for some. but still a very potent gun and a very, very concealable gun. You could put that in a pocket holster or a purse and be easy to conceal any one of these guns. This is probably the hardest to conceal. But, as Clint Smith, the famous teacher, says, it's a big gun going in, it's a big gun coming out.
The first gun that I'm trying out right now is the Car K9 9mm.
Very good.
Oh,
Good.
I'm out.
No, you did good.
So Jen, how'd that feel?
I really liked it. It felt comfortable holding it, and it's lightweight.
Yeah.
But it feels sturdy at the same time. So
And
I
very
really
dependable.
like that.
This gun, Jen, is the Glock 19 we're going to shoot. And this is why I said it's of the larger of the 5 guns that I brought. It's still, I think it's probably the most controllable because it's a little larger grip. Very comfortable gun to shoot and a lot of firepower. Has well, I put 10 rounds in this time, but does hold up to 15 rounds.
Okay.
Be a good gun to try. I'm going to put your ears on. Let me put my ear protection on first. Ready to go.
Oh, this is very lightweight.
Very good.
So Jen, how did that compare to the Car?
This one, I like the grip a lot better. And I just like this one better in general.
And you shot this one before, so you're a little more familiar with it, I think.
Did it feel more comfortable?
It's not that this is better than the Car or the Car's worse. It's just a subjective thing. It's how the gun feels, fits in your hand, how you shoot the gun. You actually shot them both equally well.
Thank
so
you.
It'd be just a subjective feel, like what feels better in your hand at that
This
point.
definitely feels better. The grip.
Yeah.
And I guess do I want to say the size of the grip feels better in my hand.
Yeah. I'm going to have you try the Smith & Wesson Shield. This is my personal favorite. It's one I would carry more often, especially in a real discreet situation because it's so small and compact. I can and put that with a really light covering garment over it. It seems to have really good ergonomics for me. I like the trigger. Just everything I like about the gun, except that I can't get enough of them to sell. Other than that,
okay.
they're a fantastic gun. Well, you like this one the least, but you shot it the best. But that's not saying this is the gun you should buy. I'd still go back to the car or the Glock if that's your favorite gun.
Yeah.
And you will learn to shoot any gun you pick if you put enough time into it. I mean, if it's obviously something doesn't fit well, then you wouldn't shoot it well.
The grip on that wasn't bad. I don't know, I just didn't feel as
It comes
steady.
with another module that you can change out to make it, I think, smaller or larger. I can't remember. And like I said, it has an additional magazine that fits flush with the frame, so for real discreet carry. I like this just a little bit more to hold on to, so you have a place for those lower fingers to sit.
Right.
Whereas the other one, you feel like your fingers kind of in midair like that.
The next gun that I'm going to be shooting is the Taurus TCP.
And Jen, this is a 380. It may have a little more felt recoil, almost as powerful as a 9, but a much smaller package, much lighter package, so it's going to feel like it's a little more jumpy in the hand, and you may want to move back just a little bit so we're not in front of you, or you're not in front of us.
Oh. So, what I like about this gun is that it's lighter. It seemed easier and quicker to, just get it out and shoot it. But the handle itself, like I could feel the kickback on it, like especially in this area. So, I guess this is an example that fashion doesn't necessarily trump function. But
And that's our biggest complaint about these guns, not necessarily this one, but the Rugers and some others. The grip is so small, but they're designed for a purpose, and that's a pocket gun. So it's just going to be something small. You can't have a big gun and be a pocket gun at the same time.
and I would say that for that purpose, it's perfect.
And a lot of police officers will carry a gun like this. Maybe not in white, but they'll carry this as a backup gun, either like in the small of their back or in an ankle holster somewhere very discreet. So in a crisis, in a fight, their gun's taken away from them. They lose it. It gets knocked out of their hand. They at least have a backup weapon to use. It's got a very good purpose for that.
Yep.
Jen, did you notice a difference between the 380 bullet versus the 9mm?
Yes, I did.
Seemed less powerful.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
It did. But I think in a pinch, if I'm like out and about and I just need to get off a warning shot, that's perfect.
Yeah. And I'm not a big warning shot fan, but people always say, "Oh, it's underpowered." I'm like, why don't you go down there and we'll start trading them off, and I'll shoot with these, and you can tell me what you think.
I can definitely feel the kickback on it.
We're going to shoot as a Smith & Wesson. This happens to be model 49. They were also called the Bodyguard. They were made to have a shrouded hammer, where you could use this as a target revolver. You could still manually cock it, or you could just shoot only double action, only like that. Fantastic guns. They're stone cold reliable. They're actually fairly accurate guns, even though they're very short barrel. This one's a steel frame, so it's a little heavier. Most of the ones I sell are aluminum or cadmium frame. They're very light. They're kind of hard to shoot. This will probably be a pretty easy gun for you to shoot. You got your ears on. Hold that away. Now that really surprised me, because being a double action revolver with a fairly heavy pull, most people tend to shoot down because they keep pushing.
Right.
But you shot mostly high, which I don't know why. Headshots. Yeah. What did you feel initially about just the recoil of it, or the shootability, or?
It's very shootable. I didn't really feel a kickback on it.
Yeah.
Is that normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The aluminum frame guns, like I say, this weighs about 30 ounces. The ones I normally sell weigh about 15, so they are a real handful to shoot. Especially, this is just really light target ammunition, but usually we have people recommend they shoot the hollow point personal protection ammo, which has a lot more energy. So they're kind of an unfun gun to shoot. I mean, they're shootable, but they're not a gun you want to take to the range and shoot 100 rounds in one afternoon. Right. Your hand's gonna hurt. This has a really good set of grips, so they have a lot of cushion in them.
I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
So we just finished shooting several different types of guns from Renaissance Firearms. I'm here with Ernie Shipman, and I'm just gonna give a little synopsis on my thoughts. My favorite by far was the car. I like the grip, and I like that it wasn't too heavy, but it was heavy enough for me to feel like it had substance, and it was good protection.
Didn't beat you up when it was shooting?
No, it didn't. And second favorite, of course, is the Glock, but it's because I'm familiar with that. I also, again, I like the handling of it, and I also like the grip. My third favorite would be the M&P. I like the grip on this. And this one, the TCP, the one that I thought would be the best one because it's small, I really didn't like it. I didn't like the grip. It didn't feel like I had a firm, handle on it. But as far as shootability, it was great.
Yeah,
as far as
really well.
putting it like maybe in my purse, taking it out real quickly, maybe to get off a warning shot, I think that would be good. The revolver, I like the grip on it. It was a lot heavier than, say, the car to me. Shooting it, a little bit of a kickback, but not really. So I'd say probably the TCP was my least favorite, which I'm surprised because it's cute.
So if you were going to carry one on your person, for self-defense purposes, what would you feel most comfortable using?
I would definitely feel more comfortable with the car or the Glock. So between these two.
Would you recommend that to other women?
I would definitely recommend these two.
Ernie, do you have any final thoughts?
I think they're great choices. The things I like about them, especially for holster carry, there's no external safety. They're all internal passive safeties. But when you pick that gun up in a crisis situation, all you have to do is pick it up and shoot. You don't have to think about, did I engage the safety, disengage the safety, and afterwards, do I decock it? Do I need to do anything like that? So it's a very, very easy to use platform, but still extremely safe. When I mean passive safeties, you can't drop the gun, kick the gun, hit the slide, make it go off. You have to physically pull that trigger back to make it go. And that's the way any revolver was designed, decades ago. So I think in that sense it's a very, very safe gun and a very, very good gun to use in a crisis situation.
I would also add, too, to the Glock, the feature that they have on the trigger. Only because, again, I am super paranoid. Is the safety on? Am I going to shoot myself? But like you were showing me, this part, if you don't have your finger all the way on the trigger in the middle, then it will just lock, so you can't shoot it.
Yeah, meaning right here, so that has to be depressed first before the rest of this trigger will go back. Right now I see I'm pushing on it, but it doesn't go back.
So I like that feature, so you're not apt to be, gun crazy and shoot everything.